Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I had a hard time keeping the kids out of our seed yard because they kept going and picking the ripe tomatoes and just eating them, which was fine, but we needed the seed.
But which was an indication that they were nice.
Yeah.
They're not being too bad, the kids, really.
No, they're being pretty good. In fact, it's a family operation, and the kids even help us out. They help us out all the time.
Do you want to come and stand, I don't know, go, like, stand beside your mother?
Or something like that.
Or something.
We brought a little friend along that even after school when
Kids have
she
to
would...
put their shoes on.
Yeah. This is Sarah. She's the oldest.
And Sarah, you have counted your share of seeds and put them in little envelopes.
They've even become stamp collectors because of all the stamps we've gotten from all over.
Isn't that neat? Come on up, girls.
Friend with us. This is Angela.
Angela, yes, sit there beside Daddy.
Yeah.
And this is Amanda, our little friend.
Watch out the microphone.
Whoop.
Yeah, sit against the microphone.
Here, sit on this side.
It's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of work.
You never know. They might write a book someday, Rod, about their mom and dad's tomato careers.
Well, they just might. Maybe we should write a book about how...
Well, I mean, it's added a great dimension to your lives, this whole seed story, hasn't it?
It really has. It's really something. You know, it's really something. This is Angela, by the way, and this is...
Amanda.
Amanda.
When you appear in all these articles, Ron, do you get any money?
Yeah, you know, people just can't believe it.
Well, I just wondered how that worked.
Well, I would have been happy if I hadn't, you know. But, for instance, the first article I wrote was for Harold Smith magazine. After I had queried the editor if she would be interested in the story on the Siberia tomato, and she said yes, on speculation, of course. So I wrote up the article and sent it to her, and by golly, she paid me for it. And I think she paid me, I think it was $250 or something like that.
And she was promoting your tomato, and you were getting paid for it.
Big feature article with a couple of big pictures in the story. You know, yeah, she was promoting our tomato, and she was paying us for it, too.
Did you get anything from the Christian Science Monitor?
No.
No. Okay. I just wondered about that.
No, that was actually written by another author, and he was talking, it was generally about other things.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's interesting for people to try to figure out, you know, how these articles, you know, you see the article appear and you wonder, gee, I wonder how that happened. So sometimes it will get picked up by another writer.
In fact, that's how Country Journal picked it up. Or was it Country Journal? No, it wasn't. I wrote a letter to the editor to the Country Journal, and they used it. And then it was a big radio station down in the States that picked it up from the Country Journal, as well as several other garden writers. And they picked it up from the Country Journal and just wrote up a column, and it appeared in several newspapers. So it's just sort of snowballed.
Yeah.
You know.
Good. You know, there'll be a lot of people saying, like I said about Panoka earlier, to be saying olds. Have you heard of olds in Alberta? You know, we've got to try to find this medicine.
We've gotten orders from people who have said, oh, by the way, do you happen to know Chick Miller, for instance, who lives just outside? And I happen to know him. And there were other people I had no idea who they were, but I would look at their names up in the phone book and I'd say, oh, Paul from Ottawa says to say, well, how do you know Paul? Yeah. Well, and I'd have to explain oh, that's you. Okay, well, tell Paul I'm fine, or whatever. Yeah. And it would go back and forth like that.
Well, now, Cynthia, you did a lot of administration. I mean, well, actually, you did a lot of seed stuffing envelopes.
And I have eaten more dead horses by licking stamps than any other woman I've ever met, I'm sure.
But basically, you're still handling your seed company the same way, aren't you?
Oh, right.
I mean, it's still a little company, and you do it.
Yeah. Well, Ron is still teaching full-time in Calgary and commuting back and forth.
Yeah, but that's the amazing thing about it. You know, it is a family operation. It's right out of the home, but it's become international because we're getting requests literally from all over the world. I think it's about 20 different countries now that we've had a request from, you know, not counting Canada.
No.
How much time did you say we have left, Peter? Oh, 30 seconds. Okay, girls, have you waved to yourselves on the television? You have. They're giggling at each other, you know.
This one wants to say hi,
Don't you feel that you look funny on television, girls? Hey, Ron and Cynthia.
My mommy's watching me.
Yeah, right. Thanks for coming today. We enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you for inviting us.
It was fun meeting you and your family, and good luck with your glacier tomato this time, as well as the Siberian. Yeah. Ron and Cynthia Driscoll are our guests telling us about their seed business, and that's the time.